and Jacqueline Kamo card. Okay, so today we will be reading on the Omeo subclans to the right, or towards the territories to the right of the Omeo territories, basically, in present-day South Sudan. Okay, so please make sure to like, comment, share. If you'd like to be a guest or join us now, please drop a and if you're from Omeo or Omeo Lacuc or Omeo Lacuc, please also drop us a comment under this video, send us a private message. So it seems like some of the reading on the 4 subclans of Omeo is not too extensive. So I'm going to task myself with reading everything on the 4 subclans in this one session if I can. If not, I'll finish it tomorrow, okay? Now, please make sure to follow us on Facebook. The official Facebook page is Chaka Leb Acholi. Also follow us on YouTube. The official YouTube channel is Chaka Leb Acholi. I'm also on Facebook as Chaka Kang South Sudan. I do stream and update all of the content onto all of those platforms. Please make sure to like, comment, and share them. Engage with it. And if you'd like to clarify anything, please leave a comment under any of the videos, including this one. Okay? So yesterday I just read the introduction of the Omeo people. So what we found was that the Omeo people were very peaceful. They only retaliated if somebody was killed within their own communities. And they were very close to the 2 clans being Agoro and Ofrika. Okay? So we found that the British decided to relocate them for easy surveillance along the road leading up to Panikwara, starting from Magui up to Panikwara, being that Magui was the one of the places where the LGC's administrative offices was located. So the main chief being in Magui town, so they wanted to make sure they were as close as possible to Magui or Magui town, and they were to settle along the road up until Panjikwara. Okay. So from there, they faced famine because, they couldn't grow any crops in Magui. Up until maybe 1941, they were then allowed to go back home to God. What? I forgot the name of the God. They were able to go back to their mountain or wherever they were settling prior to being sent to live near Magui. Okay, so I ended up going back home up until the time of the Second Civil War of South Sudan. No, not the second, the First Civil War of South Sudan, which started in 1963, 62, 63. They were placed under the chiefdom of the chief in Magui because they were deemed to have less people than other groups. So they didn't get to choose their own chief to lead them. They had to follow the chief of the rule of the Magui chiefdom. Okay, so now we're going to start talking about each subclan of Omeo. Starting off with Omeo Lacuc or Omeo Lacuc. Okay, there's 4 groups, subclans to the right of Omeo, which are Pino. Now, excuse me if I'm mispronouncing the names of these subgroups. Okay, it's the first time I'm hearing about them, so excuse me if you're from Omeo. Please help me out. Drop your comments up on. So the 4 groups being Pino, okay, Imbaro, Iko, Ge, Mahoy. Okay. So I'm gonna try my level best to read all the information on those four subgroups. Okay. I'm gonna try. And then once I finish today on Omeo Lacuc, tomorrow I want to start reading on the territories to the left, the subclans that are settled to the left territories of Omeo. Okay, so wish me luck. I'm going to try to read as fast as I can. Okay, again, please make sure to like, comment, share. All right, send me a DM if you want to be a guest as well. Okay. I do read in Acholi. I try to leave a summary in English as a description for each video, whether on YouTube or on Facebook, where you can read it in English. But I try to limit the time I spend reading by reading solely in Acholi. And if I do have some time left, I can summarize. Otherwise, I'll leave the description of each reading in English, a summary in English. Okay. So I hope to, in the near future, somehow include a translation or subtitles in English as I read or speak in Acholi. I'll figure that out eventually. But Apo Amatek, okay? Okay, without wasting too much more time, let's get right into it, okay? Reading on Omeo Lacuc. What you're wanting all? Jo Omeo Lacuc, Tigi Doc Ot, Madanga, and Nguyen Keep Man. Pino, Embaro, Eko, Gay Mahoy. Okay? Now, starting off with Pino. Okay? Ngajojo joining off, Lokum Jomi Pino. Ne. Gami Pino, Tie, Gidok Odd Martina Dick. Mana ye, Ilokumi, Okurak, Ge Igara. Okay? What do you guys think? Now, Jomi, I hope I'm saying this correctly, okay? Ilukamiri. Is that the... So he misspelled it the first time, I'm assuming. Jomi Ilukamiri. Ge Okurak. Ilukamiri. Ge Okurak. Okay? What he wrote about Johnny Ninga. Take me actually watching me. Dana mi dog out me. Ilukamiri. Ge Okurak. Gin Obino Ge Lafon. Munu Ilokara. Okay? Most Acholi people come from Lokara. Drop your comments. What do you think? Okay. Ladid ke Jaba. Aye okelo Wakman ingoma Choli mi Sudan. Gi ilobo Lokara. Okay. Yala ento tekwara pa Omeo pe wajo nyo wajo lok ango mawe hodana mi elukumiri. Gi dano mi Okurek, Nyokurak, or Weho, Quere, Lobo, Lokoro. Okay, if you know, drop your comments. Ento Dano Mokene Wajani, Jo Olokumiri, Obino Ge Igara, Matie e Imorok, Road, Nyakori, Aye Kelo Dano, Mi Ilokumiri, I Lobo Acholi, Gino Bine Ogun, Ite God, Kilojok. Okay, dano mi Omeo Mokene ma obino la chin, gino nongo luak pa ruot. Nyakori, nyakori, dong, tie ite God kila jack. Okay, yala, ruot nyakori o ma luak mi, elokumiri ma be. Che, ingeto pa ruot nyakori, ke dong bod latina nyaka mala dit. No. inge topa ruod nyakori keo dongbo latina nyaka paladit Togo. Anyaka paladit Togo. Keo dong chinge, okay? Omin ruod nyakori. So when the chief died, the chief's niece became chief. Okay, a female chief. After Chief Nyakori dies, okay, and got Kilojok, his niece becomes chief. Okay. Dano mokena wajini ikarama dano matie ike jo ilan no. Dano mokena wajini ikarama daho mantie ike jo ilan nyojo mahoy. Okay. Mokena obino odonyo ikin luapa ruod dok bong. Okay, the king is foreigners. Gidongo, ibino gidonyo, giberi kum gido bong. Maho ibino ikum junga, jo ilukumiri. Yala giberi kum gido bong. Okay, while they're under the chiefdom of Dahao, the niece of the chief Nyakori. Okay. Yala ludiro memo kena wajani jo ilan obino ge. Okay. Kero madit, gibino gi kero madit. Okay. Jo ilani, well, jo ilan. Those are the Mahoy people. Gibino gi kero madit. Okay. Road madaho ma oneno dano man ma obino gi kero madit. Luoro omae. Pilok luoro matie I chunye o weho ruod madaho o kwanyo ke mere omio bodjo ilan mana ye lok ma weho tin jo ilan o doko wiki pajo. Jo ilan is the Mahoy people. Gin wiki pajo. They're considered forefathers, or they have land rights because the female chief gave up her chiefdom and her royal crown to the Mahoy people or the Ilan people. She was afraid and intimidated by them because they have such a large number and they look very aggressive. As a female, she was intimidated. She gave up her crown voluntarily to the Mahoy or Ilan people to take over her rule and her chiefdom. Okay. Yella, concerning the Igara people, Igara, okay, don't watch ne jo Igara obino ki Igara matia imarok, okay, la dit ogala aye, okay, lo dana mi Igara ilobo mi omeo. One bene pe wangi lo kango ma weho jo Igara o weho lobo imarok. So nobody knows why they left Imarok to come to Omeo. There's not enough information. It's very limited. And that's all the information that the writer has right now on the Igara subgroup of the Pino Pino subclan. Okay, again, the Pino Pino subclan also has their own subgroups. They have 3 subgroups, being Ilukumiri, Okurak, and then Igara. Okay, again, the 2 main groups, Ilukumiri and Okurek, they came from Lokora or Lafon, okay, under Chief Kijaba, who brought them from Lokora to Omeo. But nobody knows why they came to Omeo from Lokora, okay? Yalla. Some people saying that they came under road Nyakori from Imarok, Okay. And then they were led to God Killer Jock, where the Omeo people are from, where they first settled when they came down. Okay. And then their chief died there. God Killer Jock. And then the chief's niece takes over. She didn't last in power because she was intimidated by the Mahoy people who came later and settled um, with them as foreigners. Okay, so then the foreigners became the forefathers on have the land rights of the Omeo people because the female chief gave up her crown because she was intimidated by them. Okay, all right. Now, regarding team, get got Pino Pino. Okay, do they have land? Okay, do they have any landmarks? Do they have mountains that belongs to them within their land or team? Okay, yalla. Plateau training regarding team we got Pino Pino. Jo Pino Pino tiegi team Maria. Mana ye team kimono get team aye. Okay. Karong ningani. Tekwara mio meo, wachani, team kimono, git team, aye, duju, obero team pajo, ilukumiri. Lako chiriba, mi team, kimono, git team, aye, mi achel, obero ladit kijaba. So the chief is the one that was in charge of managing their land and the dealings of their land. And also in charge of any announcements related to the Pino Pino people or Pino Pino community. Okay. Inge tapa kijaba team odong board alida ma en bene daha pa kijaba. So when Chief Kijaba dies, the person that has rights to make dealings about the lands they have or discuss the land rights or in charge of monitoring their land is his wife, Alida. Okay? Alida ta ikin moha apart when gipier when wa boro. So very recent, I guess. His wife died in 1998. Inge top Alida watin dana mi omea pengeo anga makoro chiriba mi team kimono ki team aye. Okay? Aye. Luak mi pino wala pina. Please help me pronounce this, okay? Am I pronouncing it correctly? Okay, ni luak mi pino wala pino. Tie ki got a chill ba gilungo ni got pino. Okay? Jo ilukumiri aye wiri got pino. Okay? Dana mi pino bene tie gi jok a chiel ma gilungo ni jok pino. Jok man tie kum got pino. Dana mi pino. So keep me to remember jo pino, got pino, jok pino. Okay? Yalla. Team Tugidorai, Team Kimono gi Aye. Okay? Now, regarding the reading on the subclan Imbaro, Anyako. Lachu chutningo, Imbaro tiegi dok od Martina Dick, mana ye, igara, ikwala, gi Bura Kal. Okay, lacho choning on regarding igara, lacho ni take kwara pachuli wajani jo igara obino gi igara mi imarok nen chalo gino wur kachil gi jo igara mati dok ot mi pino. So igara ne group giti are gi poge achelo chiro ye pino achelo chiro imbara. Okay, gi jo igara mo kene mati e dok ot mi iko mokena benegiti iko so gipo madum edi Omeo kuja jo igara. Okay, so you can't confuse ni igara tia chile di Omeo igara tia idokot ma anyway, including imarok Pino ge iko okay, jo igara bedo dana mi achiel. Okay, mi donyo igang imbara nen chalo dana man opore ikare ma gino o Leb Acholi. So they will want give you poor until you done your mail. Don wajane la dit o luga aye o kelo dana mi igara gi imarok. Okay, wandong pe wangyo kala dit a luga gin omero gin omero gi la dit ogala. Do you know this information? Drop your comments, okay? Who are they? Is he related to Ladit Ogala? Okay? Maukilo Danami Igara. Okay? Matintie idok od me Pino. Dana mapul wajani Ladit Aluga gi luak mere. Owe hongomi imarok ikin mwa mia aparabongwan. Gino bino gero ikabirma tin giluongo imbaro. Okay? Gin onongo dana peche ingoman piman owerojo igara tin odogo wingom. So the Igara people are forefathers of the forefathers of Imbaro. Okay? The Igara people who migrated from Imaro who became forefathers of the land belonging to the Imbaro subclan. Why? Because there was nobody else, there was no other groups there when they came. So they claimed it as theirs. So they are the forefathers of Imbaro and Omeo. Okay? Now, regarding Ikwala, don't want to jo Ikwala obino gi e pakala pa akila. Okay? Matie e panikwara. La dit Lonyong aye o kilo luak mi Ikwala gino bino ogon icheng jo igara dok bong. So they also came as foreigners to stay with the Igara people who are now known as the forefathers. Okay. Yala tekwar mi ome wajani jo Ikwala obero dana mi ario mi donyo idi gang mi imbaro. Gino lobo korgi gino lobo kor jo igara. Okay, I'm sorry. Ningoni. Ome wajani jo Ikwala o berdana mi aria mi od madonyo idi gang mi imbaro. Gino lobo ko jo igara. Drop your comments. What do you think? Okay. What do you guys think? Tekwara pa jo Omeo pe wajo kidma la dit lonyo gi luak mere opore kwere ki kom jo pakala pa akila. Ento nen chalo jo Ikwala opore gi kom jo pakala pa akila. Okay. Ikarma jo pakala pa akila o laho wo di olahawar dok chen e awingi bowl. So even though the Ikwala came from Jo Pakala pa Akila, while the rest of the people went back to Awingi bowl. You need done your Omeo. Okay? a wingy bull, okay? Ento dano mokene kono wajani dano mi kwala gi kum pakala pa kila ikar magin pori tie ite got iwire. When were they ite got iwire? This is news, okay? Jo pakala pa akila ochira iyo wingy bull. Gino weho jo ikwala ite got iwire. Okay, so the Equala people were left ite got iwire while they went back to wingy bull in Panikwara. Okay? Kala chien jo Equala opogi kum jo Panikwara mokene e karma kejo poro. Emere jo Equala dong ochira Omeo kagin ogero dok ot pa jo imbaro. Okay? So igaro gi bino gi kan imarok ikwala gi bino gi Panikwara no jo pakala pa akila gi bino gi ngoni te got iwire gi chira bot imbaro Omeo ka jo mo gi dok chin yo gang Panikwara. Okay, nyala regarding bura kal te kwar mi actually wajini dana mi bura kal mo kene obino gi nyaru banga nyo iba jo mi ba, that's us on jo ba mikor lakin wo bino tu ba lakin wan lokoro gini. Okay, so ni ngoni te kwar mi actually wajini dana mi bura kal mo kene obino gi nyaru banga nyo ba ka dana mo kene kono obino gi emoro la dit atuya aye okelo dano mi burakal ma bino gi nyaro banga. La dit atuya oworo gi omine magi lungo ngole. Ento atuya obero latin ma dit gi bot omine ngole kala dit biyakiri kono ukelo dano mi burakal mau bino gi imarok lok ma weho dul pa dano man o awo gi lobo ba kachel gi lobo imarok wan pe wangio. So burakal mukeno bino gi ba mukeno bino gi imarok. So ngeko pinga gi bino. Okay, gi donyo di Omeo. Okay, yela remember na jo ikwala bino gi Panikwara gi kum jo pakala pa kila gi donyo got iwire gi bi donyo kere imbaro ka igara mujo imarok. Okay, yala regarding team gi got imbaro la jojo choni ngoni jo imbaro piregi team gin bene piregi job nyo got. Why? Drop your comments. Ka in me imbaro will imbaro. What information do you have about Kamobino? Yeah? Do you guys have land? Upegi job, upegi got. Please drop your comments up or okay. Now, regarding Joe, Iko wala iko. Iko wala iko. It can mean two things. Iko meaning the chest, wala iko meaning the road. Okay, so these people call Iko IKOO. IKOO. Is it Iko meaning in the road? Wala Iko meaning chest. Anyways, drop your comments. I know this is Omeo, so maybe it's not even like in a Chuli language. Maybe it's from where they're from. Okay. Yalla, regarding eco, this is the last subgroup or the subclan me Omeo. Okay. This is the last subclan me Omeo on Omeo Lacuc to conclude the reading for today. Okay, la jojo joining on it. Jo iko tiegi dok on Martina de Kidman. Okay? Oboko igara gi nyimal wala nyimel. Nyimel. Nyaimel. Nyimel. Jo iko tiegi dok on Martina de Kidman. Oboko igara gi nyimel. Now remember, Jo igara gi bino gi pore all through Omeo. There's igara belonging to each subgroup. They're not, initially they were the same people, but give poreha amongst the subgroup Omeo. So now there's igara people of Iko. So Iko has 3 subgroups, which are Oboro, Igara, okay, Ge Nyemel, wala Nyemal, Nyemo, Nyemel. I don't know how to say this. Nyemel. Drop your comments, Konkora. Yalla jojo chani ngo regarding ngo igara gi Oboko. Tekwar pachuli wajani dana mi dok od mi igara gi Oboko. Obino gi igara matie imarok. La dit awangole la dit awangole wala awangole ayeo kilo dana mi igara gi Oboko e Leb Acholi pilokom kech ma bero ka yelo dana e igara e moa macha. Ikara ma jo igara gi Oboko o okio meo gino gerachut itim iko. Or iko. Tekwar mio me wajuni. Jo igara gi jo Oboko obino ogero itima rare ma rode pere. Piman o wegin teen or doko wiritim. Okay? Rode pere. Okay. So they came from Igara Matie Imarok. Okay? Jo Igara gi Oboko wengi bino gi Igara Matie Imarok. Okay? Under Chief Wiladid Wangol wala Wangole. Okay? Mukelo gin kenyu. Gi bino gi nungodana pe ngom. Gi bino iyoko timoko first. Gi nungodana pe, so they claim the land. They claim the rights to Iko wala Iko. So they are now within of Iko. Or Iko. Okay? They have land rights. They were forefathers. There was nobody else there, so they claimed it as they are as the founders of Iko. Regarding Nyemel, I must be pronouncing this wrong. Nyemel. I don't know. This is not a Choli. So, anyways, Nyemel. Regarding Nyemel, dano matie idok ot mi Nyemel obino gi e lopit. I mean, I used to speculate that the Omeo people are Lopit people, and I didn't know there was some truth to it. But anyways, so this subgroup of the subclan called Iko wala Iko. It's called Nyemel. Nyemel, they came from the tribe of Lopit. They came from Lopit, a different tribe. Okay? Tekwar pachuli pe waje lokango ma weho dana mi Nyemel o weho lobo Lopit. Wan bene pe wangio nying la dit ma ke lo luak mi Nyemel I Leb Acholi mi Sudan. So he doesn't have any information on this Nyemel people besides knowing that they come from Lopit. He doesn't know why they came to Omeo or came to Acholi land and settled as Acholi or with the Acholi people. Nobody knows who brought them in what year. I'm assuming he will look for more information in the second edition of his book, and hopefully we can find out more information about why the Nyamel people came to Acholi or Omeo, and who brought them and for what reason. Okay, if you're from Nyamel, Nyemel, Nyamel from Lopit, who settled in Omeo and became a subgroup of Iko, well, Ika, in Omeo. Please drop your comments, engage with the content. We want to know. We want to know about you, your people, your community. Drop your comment under this video or send us a DM. Okay, I'll pull out my tech. Now, the very last section is on Team Gigot, Iko, well, Team Gigot, Iko. Like you're joining on it. Jo Iko, well, Jo Iko, Tiegi Team Mario. Mana ye, Team Iko, or Team Iko. Ye Team Mangero. Gigu marach lo diro meo pengeo nying dano machon. Gi nying dano manyin. Ma bero ka koro chiriba. Ma team man. Mi team man ariane. Dano mi ko, wala dano mi ko. Tiegi jok a chel magi lungo. Jok iko, wala jok iko. Matie ikom, God iko, wala God iko. Gin bene tiegi got a chill, magilungo got eco, or got eco. Okay? And that's all the reading there is on Omeo Lacuc, guys. My tech. If you're from Omeo and you want to clarify anything, please drop your comments. Is Mahoy one of them? No, I thought I was done. Mahoy, let me read on Mahoy. Mahoy is the last subgroup. I thought I was done. Mahoy is a little bit lengthy. It's one of the subgroups or subclans of Omeo Lacuc. Okay, before I go into reading Omeo Lacham tomorrow. Okay, regarding Mahoy, this is what Lachoyo Cho. Okay, Mahoy. Gagmi Mahoy tiegi dog ot Martina Dick. Mana ye ilan Liria ki ongaro will ongaro. And to Dana McKenna watching a Joe Mahoy tiegi doc or Martina Bichel. Kongni Mahoy tiegi doc or Martina Dick. And to Dana McKenna can watching a Joe Mahoy tiegi doc or Martina Abichel. Which one is it? Drop your comments if you're from Mahoy, if you're from Omeo, and you know how many subgroups there are in Mahoy. Okay, some people are saying there's only 3, which is Ilan, Lydia, and Ongaro, well, Ongaro. Some people are saying there's 6 of them, which are Ilan, Lydia, Ongaro, well, Ongaro, Oboko, what is this? Morari, Gi Pa Carigol, well, Pa Charigol. Yala, Lokman Dong, Abi Weho Bot, Lokman Bookman. Okay. Unu drop comments to Anangeoko. Okay. How many Dogola do you think there is in Mahoy? Me or Mel? Mahoy. Moy of Omeo. Okay. Yala ningo, ka jo Mahoy a da tiegi doc on Martina Bichel Kid Malo Dira Mokeno Wacho. Ka kono look man tiel look ada chi abicho pin is second edition me bookman. And to pi tutunu abi wajani jo Mahoy tigi dog on Martina de keken mana ye inline liria wala liria gi ongaro wala ongaro. PMT ma dit ikin lo diro mi Omeo pilok ma dok ikom dok ot mi oboko, morari, gi pa karigol wala charigol. Okay. Dana mo kena wacha ni dana mi oboko pa karigol wala pa charigol gi marari. Obino gi kum dok ot mi ilany wala ilanyi. Liria gi ongaro wala ongero matie imahoi. Okay, so the other groups oboko pacharigol gi marari obino gi kum ilanyi. Liria gi ongaro. Okay, ongaro matie imahoi. Ento lo diro Omeo mo kena wachini dana mi oboko morari gi pa karigol obino kichen kagin ogonyi ching gi gonyi ching motino ilany wala ilanyi. Liria gi ongaro wala ongero. Dok omaro nyo ore. I don't know. Dok omaro nyo ore. Tekwar pa jo Omeo wajini lotina wobe adeka yeo chako dul padano matin gilungo oboko e gang Omeo oboro e gang Omeo. Drop your comments. Lotina wobe adek mana yeo bedo okot iliwa wani imarok gi odak. Gin duchu bino gi igara matie imarok. Kala chen gino nyomo mon. Mala chen gino nyualo kwedgi lotino. Kalotino megi bene onyualo likwayo. Ento dulpadano man okwero ni gin pe tuero chako dok ot megi maparapat nyomapat ki gang mahoi wala mahoi. Man bene gin achil manyuru bodwani Kwan ne pere mi wajini jo mahoi tiegi dok ot abiche. Okay, the claim here is that many groups of Mahoi, they don't want to be divided. They want to be recognized as one from Mahoi. So it makes no sense to say they have 6 mini subgroups within the subclan because they don't want to be divided. They don't want to be called different. Okay, this is the claim. So if there's people claiming there's 6 subgroups within the subclan, subclan of Mahoi, they have to take this argument into perspective because they don't want to be divided. So therefore, people are only saying there's 3 subgroups within Mahoi, which is Ilanyi, Liria, Gi Ongaro or Ongero. Okay? If you're from Omeo, drop your comments up. What do you think? Is there 6 subgroups within Mahoi? Dogolaneti abichel in Mahoi, wale tia deke ken. Okay, drop your comments up. Ento dana mo kene pori bene PM ni kajo paratik mi oyira jo paratik mi oyira gi jo ogura mi oloro I panyikwara o chaka dok od mo kene I panyikwara pingo kono jo oboro morari gi pa chergal wala kargol, I don't know, chergal kono pe tuero chaka dok od. Wait, is the claim that Lotia wajini gitwel chaka dok od go, or is the claim that they don't want to be divided and called with a different name under different subgroups. Anyway, Dwan wajane Latina wobe a dick or caught iliwa wani imorogi or dak or chaho te down. Mocha te dana mi oboro obino ogon iching akere mi ilan ilani doc omaro omaro kajo morari kono obino gi panikwar no gi bino gi pologani palogani. I don't know if I'm saying that right. But maybe no get palogani. Luakmi morare gi palogani otero Omeo ikin moha. No, that's wrong. Kajo morare kono bino gi palogani ma tie e magui. Badit akera loki lachong. These names are crazy. Akere lokila chong. Lokila con aye okwanya luak mi morari gi e palongoni oteri Omeo ikin moha apar bungwan gi apa. Okay, kadana mokena wajani akere lokila con oworo kene eno bino gonyi ching ore lobiyok kala chien onyo daka gin onywal kwere Latina Martin okelo jo morari mi Omeo. That is so confusing. Ningo. So some people saying they were led by Ngani. Akera Lokela Con. Some people saying Akera Lokela Con came by himself and his wife and his kids. Okay, to Omeo. Anyways, Lodira mi Omeo waja borane. Ladit abiyok obera Latin mi ongaro. Pien chon gi chon jo pologani gi jo ongaro gi nyome ikinge ka jo pa chergol kono obino gi lomeling matie i Afrika dana mokena bene wachani ladit chergol obino kene i Afrika obino gon iching ore gi kijaba me Lyria, or there's a question mark here, he's not sure ko bino gi Lyria. Ladit kijaba Omeo kabero bot chergol kai nge moha manok en bene onyomadaka gi dok ot mi ilokamiri matie i pino gino nywalo kwere Latino Martin odakodano pa chergol ingom Omeo. That's crazy. Now regarding inland the Ilan people of Mahoy. Dana mi dok od mi Ilan wal Ilani obino ge of futu of ifutu adid lorem ayeo kelalwak mi Ilani wal Ilan ilobo Omeo. Gino weho ngomi ifutu ikin moha apar bongwan kiwi achel 1901. Okay. Ento te kwaro mi actually pe wajo lokango ma weho la dit lorem o kwanya luak mere gi ifutu okelo i Omeo. Lo dir Omeo wajo borani ikarma luak pa lorem o e bo no ilobo Omeo gin ogero i kabedo matin podi gilungo ni Mahoy. Okay? Lo dir Omeo mokeno wajo borani la di lorem aye ma ochako donyo ingom mi Mahoy ka jo leria gi jo ongaro ongero olobo korgi na chin. Drop your comments if you think that's true, if you're from Omeo. Okay. Yala ningoni. Liria te kwara mi Omeo wacho ni jo liria obino gi liria matie ilobo lokoya. Jo liria doko lokoya. Well, sounds about right to me. Omeo, they're like Lopit and Lokoya type of people to me. Tie ilobo Lokoya. La di la kol ayeo ke la luak mi liria ilobo mi Omeo ikin moha apar bongwan gi wiario mi apar bongwan gi wiario ento te kwaro mi Omeo pe wajo lokango mo weo la di la kol o kwanya luak mere gi ilobo Lokoya okelo ilobo Acholi. Dana mokene tamo ni jo man o weho ngom liria pilokom kech. Kadana mokene kono wajoni luak pa la di la kol o weo lobo liria pien gino nongo o maro luangi o mego megi mo dong chen I lobo Lokoya. Piman gino nongo tie ka yenyo ka berma kuch tie ye la chen dana ma obino gi liria o lungo komgini jo liria. Let me know if I'm mispronouncing this name. Is it Liria? Liria. Okay. Gin otimo kidman mi po kwere pe nyingang magino bino gi. Now regarding jo ongaro, wala ongero. Dana mi dok od mi ongaro wala ongero. Kono bino gi longario matie ikin juba gi liria. Duan wajini la dit abiten gi omine lorwang aye okel dana mi ongaro ongaro ilobo Acholi Sudan ikin mwaka let me see, I'm running out of time. Ikin mwaka par bongwen gi angwen. Okay, kala di lorem mi ilany wala ilanyi o jolo jo ongaro wala ongaro nyongero mabe ka o mio botki kabero. What do you think? I know it's a long reading on Mahoy. Okay, yala regarding timgi god Mahoy la chojo choningo Mahoy tiegi tima chiel magilungo ni ikola timan jo ilanyi ayema lamo lo diro mi Mahoy pengeo nying won tim ikola mi achel ento lo diro mokeno wajo wala wajo borani wari tim ma we dano tuerapo, yeah, mia chela ye, la deep, la longa. Inge topa la longa, team odong bo daho mere alida. Okay, Nino radio wajo irone. So this is the same as group mogone. Okay, team ikola aye team majo meo gi mahoi waro totwal. Ludiro wajo borani. Minyuru woro. Dano ka ochiri dwa. Chigino chabo dok le man oringo. Kagi chabo dok le man oringo iwang jok. Ikewai chik kwar pa Omeo okwero ni dano ka ochabo le en miero pe omoji nyo odong oduru. Kagu marach dano man omojo le ma eno chobo o a wako malo gi twero pa jok. Ikewai ringo wako. Dwan wajini kari bed one nek ongolo le achiel. Kala chien eno bedo ka koro bila. Gimoch le man pori a wako kit twero pa jok. Ringo wako gi tiene adek maudong. Okay. Pepi man ke ken ludiro mea bene obero ka wajaborani. Ka dano chire team ikola ka gino nongo kich la guerno gi bu nyo ma peda ne tie dok mu miero pengad mo. I don't know what he's saying. Peda kich. Ka kono gi gumarach ngara chiel gi ikindano man. O uro pedi wala peda kich. Ma nongo wajo kwede ni. Kich man bedo dok mo totwal. Chi mo kich man lored doho kwidi. Ew, yuck. Pilok man jo chuli kao chiri dwa ikola gin timo jami duchu gi woro labongo moch woro labongo moch koro bila nyo wo mira beripe ko chiro ka hunting ikola a team belonging to Mahoi Pijok took Mati in charge. Okay, what do you think? It's a long reading. Please leave your comments, share, engage. Tomorrow we'll read on Omeo Lacuc on a poematek. Okay, like, comment, subscribe. Follow us on YouTube and Facebook as Chaka Leb Acholi. Segment and is within Chaka Leb Acholi, Kwan Leb Acholi. Okay, I'm also on Facebook as Chaka Kam. Okay, stay tuned. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm Jacqueline Kam. Have a good night.